If y'all think the drama going on with Prince Harry's book is some stuff, I've been doing some research. The whole royal family is like serious drama. Drama. It's all a big firm, institution, rules, whatever. Queen Elizabeth's father was the spare. He was never supposed to be king. She was never supposed to be queen. Queen Elizabeth's uncle was king. He was single. When he wanted to get married, he was madly in love with this American divorcee, and he abdicated the throne to marry her. So once he did that, Queen Elizabeth's father, the spare, became king. He was king, all this time. He had two daughters, Queen Elizabeth and her sister. I don't know her sister's name. He had no sons. So after he died, Elizabeth became queen. Now, way back then, I mean, this was like a male dominated thing. It wasn't even like heard of that women would like be queen and like rule stuff. But there we are. He had two daughters. She becomes queen in her like 20s. She's like the boss lady. But she did it. She fell in love. She married, her husband, and he became Duke. I don't keep track of all that. But anyway, she had her kids, and she did her thing for like she lived forever. Prince Charles waited forever before he became king. But now we get to Charles. Now he's in love, madly in love, with Camilla. But Camilla is a divorcee. Now, is history going to repeat itself? No, because he wants to be king. He wants to be king. So, I guess in these royal families, they have all this scandal going on with folks sleeping with folks and having affairs and doing shady stuff. That's no secret. But the mom, the firm, the institution, I don't know, whoever says, listen, you can carry on your thing with her, but you need to find you a suitable wife to marry and make babies with. Camilla can be your side piece, but you need to have a suitable wife. So he goes looking around for a suitable wife, and he is over at the Spencer's place. Initially, he wants Diana's older sister. He didn't even want Diana, but he sees her, cute little 19-year-old, virgin. He sees her, and he's like, hey, that I want her. Well, she was in love. She wasn't, the older one maybe would have gone along with the program. She would have seen the writing on the wall. I'm just here to make babies and be, the princess. He's got side piece over here. I don't care. I'm just in it for whatever. She probably would have gone along with this whole deal. But Diana, starry-eyed little 19-year-old, she was actually in love with him. They get married. She has the boys, the heir and the spare. But she sees after a while, after she has the heir and the spare, and he stops sleeping with her, then she realizes, what's going on. Then the writing becomes pretty clear. I was just here to be the legitimate wife, to pop out the heir and the spare, and now he's done with me. Now he's with Camilla. She's the third person in our marriage. She's not having it. She's not happy. And eventually she's like, no. And her kids see it. And they're like, mm. then all of a sudden, there's discourse because they see an unhappy mom. She does not play the role. She does not just go along with business as usual like she was expected to. And she divorces him. And she wants to go on with her life and be happy. And her kids see, they have the heart of their mom. And then when she gets killed, they are raised still with that heart of their mother. And now he's free to marry who he wants to because now he's completed his thing. But these boys are still very much like their mom. Well, now Prince William, he's going to be the next heir to the throne. He's got to follow through with the family business. He's got to have an appropriate wife because he's going to be king one day. Kate Middleton, he gets permission from the Queen to marry Kate because Kate's a commoner. She's a commoner. He meets her in college. She's British, but I guess they have to come from a certain line of wherever. He gets permission to marry her, but she has to tote the line. And she does. She does. Harry knows, listen, I'm the spare. I'm the spare. I want to live my life, do what I want to, be whatever. He handles mom's death, the whole thing, way different. And he's like, they butt heads. And he does what he wants to do. But they don't approve of Meghan. He doesn't have any requirements on who he marries. And Meghan's American. And she's divorced. And Lord help her, she's half black. So the fact that he's going through what he's going through is no surprise at all. But he's choosing his heart. He's more like his mom. And maybe William is too, but William has obligations. He can't just do what he wants to do unless he wants to abdicate the throne, which he's not going to do. He's not going to do it. He's not going to do it. So, all this drama, this isn't new. It's not new. I'm sure she's looking at both of her boys and her heart is hurting. But all this stuff going on over there across the pond, so to speak, ain't nothing new about it. I hope one day this whole royal thing just goes away. To me, it's just a bunch of foolishness. They don't make rules about the governing of the British Commonwealth. They're just a ceremonial head of things. They're just some fluff and circumstance. They're not the law. They just cost the people a whole bunch of money. As far as I'm concerned, it could just go away. Let these kids live their life and be happy. The end.